So, we've talked a lot about what is stress, how it impacts our fertility, our hormones, and so much else about what is going on with our body. But now I want to dive deep into some tools and things you can do to help reduce your stress level and let your body know that it's safe so it can do what it needs to do to help you feeling If you're new here, I'm Rita Johnson, owner of Divine Mercy Nutritional Care, and I help women with reproductive health issues to take their health back into their own hands by talking to them about nutrition, lifestyle and mindset changes, and at home lab testing. In the first two videos that I have done on stress, we learned all about the different types of stress and some different sources of stress, aside from things we normally tend to think about. Now, you may be in a season of life where you could actually say no to some things that you have said yes to. I always encourage that first and foremost, if there are things on our plates that are not filling us up, that do not align with our goals, and are not something that we even really want for our families, then of course we should re examine why we said yes in the first place. Every yes should be a discernment process, especially if it's taking you away from your primary vocation. The second thing I want to talk to you about is actually much more of those tools, tips, and resources that you can implement into your day when you're having a really stressful time. The very first one I want to talk about is mindset shifts. Our mindset so often can either be a continual source of toxic stress, or it can actually do the opposite and help us to see these things that we one time saw as very heavy burdens to become lighter. And that doesn't mean that they actually change is being required of us. What changes is us and our ability to receive them, to accept them, and then to move on. So, for example, if I woke up in my morning and I looked at my to do list and I was trying to get ready and the kitchen was a mess and everything just felt so heavy, and all I said to everyone around me is, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so overwhelmed. I bury myself in a state of overwhelm instead of being able to say, I'm going to do these three things today, whatever the things that are most important for me that I absolutely have to get done today. And then I say, I have time to do the things that must get done. And I become a woman of action. So, what that means is my presence of mind is fully caught up in what I need to do at that moment, the people I need to love, the things I need to clean, the stuff that needs to be handled and get my attention and my care. So, remember your mindset can always either be a source of toxic, constant negative stress, or it can actually help us to lighten that load. Another resource I want you to incorporate into your day is deep breathing. How often does it happen that we're running around our house, we get out the door, we sit in our car, we get behind the wheel, and we go, our body is telling us it needs more breath. And not just inhale, exhale mindlessly, but really intentionally fully filling up all of our lungs and exhaling all of that carbon dioxide. Taking some deep breaths and saying a short prayer can reset us and help signal to the rest of our body you are safe, you are good, you don't have to worry about running from a bear. And anytime that we have hormonal abnormalities, whether that's an imbalance or we're trying to conceive, our body needs to be reminded that it is safe so it can make those hormones in proper ratio. Oftentimes, when we get caught up in these stress cycles, we end up with mineral depletions because stress is very minerally expensive for our bodies. It's one of the big reasons that we end up having deficiencies in things like magnesium that's so needed under high stress cycles, but also is needed in our everyday life. I hope this has been a helpful series. Like and subscribe for more content from me. And if you're wondering if it's time to break up with your doctor, sign up for my new ebook.